Kenya Institute for Public Policy Research and Analysis, KIPPRA, is a state corporation mandated to provide quality policy advice to the government of Kenya, the private sector, and other key stakeholders. In so doing, the Institute undertakes capacity building, conducts policy research and analysis, as well as facilitating the exchange of policy ideas through various forums towards contributing to the achievement of the national long-term development goals. One of the key initiatives targeting the young people is the Youth in Climate Action, which is characterized by an annual symposium. The event brings together hundreds of youth to deliberate on theme-focused issues pertinent to climate change and to facilitate candid dialogue among the youth as well as between the young people and policymakers. The initiative also seeks to empower the youth and develop their skills to enable them to effectively take up strategic roles in climate change matters at county, national, and even global levels, including participation in the annual Conference of Parties, COP.
My name is Rukia Ahmed. I'm the founder and executive director of Green Northeastern Initiative, a youth-led environmental organization focused on leading climate action in northeastern Kenya. I'm also part of the Youth in Climate Action. My journey in climate action started back in 2018 when I was a Form 2 student, where I attended a climate conference and I came to know about climate change, and I started reflecting on northeastern Kenya, especially my home county Wajir, how climate change is impacting my community. And I came to know that most of our communities are not aware about climate change and it's really affecting them. So I started advocating for climate action through storytelling and advocacy. And by then, back in 2022, I started a youth-led organization, Green Northeastern Initiative, to push for the agenda of taking climate action at grassroots level, especially the ASAL counties where I come from.
My journey started back when I was still at university. I have a background in environmental science, and so it was part of my professional journey just to know about the scientific concepts, but also as part of my studies when I started going out, being part of clubs, engaging in co-curricular activities, and also as where I come from, where we are a very big agricultural place, and in one of the seasons where we had done a lot of planting, but the rains did not come. So that point is when I started linking what we were doing in class and what was happening out here. Yeah, and that is how I now started engaging in environmental activities.
I came to know about KIPPRA back in 2022 in a climate conference in University of Nairobi, where I met the executive director, Dr. Rose Ngugi, who was by then the chief guest, and I came to know about their mentorship program, and I've been involved with the Youth in Climate Action since then, where we participated in different youth climate symposiums, where I learned a lot, and I gained a lot of insight from KIPPRA. KIPPRA has supported me and my organization by giving me platforms such as the Youth in Climate Action, where we are taken through a process of policy development, how to engage how to engage the stakeholders, different stakeholders in the climate processes, and we were able to learn about different policies and build my capacity as a person to get to know how to actually be part of the policy development, and through then I was able to also take part in policies such as youth engagement in the nationally determined contributions, and this was able to support me at a personal level, and through that I was able to know about the county climate change action plan.
My interaction with KIPPRA has been uplifting because a government entity coming to the level of working with young people is such a great thing. And so that was, first of all, a move of encouragement in my work. I've also gained policy writing skills, research skills, project management when we were organizing the National Youth Symposium. And so there's networking and build and strengthening the relationships we had already been having with members at Youth in Climate Action, the mentorship, the forwarding and the corrections we have been receiving from our mentors when we are preparing the policy briefs. It's been a whole lot of experience, which has been quite positively impactful in both my work and person.
KIPPRA has actually been very vibrant and very supportive, especially in my professional journey. As I mentioned, I have a background in environmental science, and that is basically on practice and ground activities. But now there is the other aspect of communication and now reaching out to the various stakeholders. And when we came to engaging with KIPPRA, they provided very good mentorship when it comes to the public policy making process. And these actually formed a very integral part that, as young people, we need to know how to communicate, how to reach out to different stakeholders, how to do policy briefs, so that whatever we are doing on the ground level, whatever we are doing practically, we can be able now to anchor it to the different policies that the government has. For the last 3 COPs, the COP29 being the 3rd COP, we have been able to actually work with very, very different youth to actually do policy briefs. And they've had some success rates because from the first policy brief that we did, for instance, personally I did a policy on plastic waste management, and afterwards it translated to the Sustainable Waste Management Act. So we can say that different youth have actually been taught how to do policy briefs, and we have seen some transition in the climate space that nowadays people are engaging in advocacy that is evidence-based. People are doing policies, people can be able to look at what the government is planning, and that recently has actually translated that the youth have actually been involved in coming up with the National Climate Change Action Plan. So we can say that whatever KIPPRA has done has actually transformed not just at the personal level but also at the national level for the youth.
KIPPRA gave me a platform. I recently started an organization with a group of anthropologists, and we are working on merging this gap, the marginalization of the knowledge systems of indigenous peoples and local communities. So being in KIPPRA gave me a platform to just advocate for that and represent that, especially during the symposium, the Youth in Climate Action Symposium. I was part of the panel discussion, and I was part of the panelists, and in our panel discussion we're discussing how this different dynamics affect or contributes to climate action. And it was just a really amazing platform to talk about this and even network and learn about people who are doing the same thing as we are, and it validated what we're doing in this organization. At KIPPRA, we've also participated in creation of policy briefs, and it's been such a great learning process because being an anthropologist, I'm a researcher, but I was able to utilize my research skills well and learn how to create good policies. I was able to continue to grow my leadership skills, continue to grow my teamwork skills, because we have a very great team here. And yeah, I've learned a lot. I've also added more skills in terms of self-expression and representation, so it's wholesome.
I've gained quite immense mentorship from KIPPRA and learning from the best. Our facilitators, the people who have been taking us through the policy writing processes have wide experience, and so learning from them is simply learning from the best. And learning from KIPPRA itself is a recognized and well-reputable think tank. And so that is really a great benefit to my profession and my organization.
At this point, I will want to send my sincere gratitude to the entire KIPPRA team for actually holding the hands of youth, including myself, because they've actually been a very important stakeholder in defining my professional journey, because right now I believe with the influence for the different youth, for the different stakeholders, we've been able to not only come to implement policies, but we know how to influence them, we know how to engage with stakeholders. So I believe this is going to actually be a very, very big platform And also with the incoming youth fellowship, I know a lot of youth are going to benefit from it, and we look forward to actually supporting each and everyone to be part of the process.
I am very grateful to KIPPRA for the opportunities to me as a person and also to my organization through their networking opportunities and capacity building. And for the last 2 years, I'm never the same. I learned a lot from KIPPRA. And I gained a lot of insight. I met a lot of great youth from this space who we've been working together, and I'm grateful for all these opportunities.
Great thanks and many thanks to KIPPRA for this opportunity. It's a rare chance to be so giving, and we have received with gratitude, and the seeds that you have sown in us will go a long way to impacting more people, and we look forward to continuing to work with you, because working with you is really a positive impact.